In tonight's headlines, 2 people arrested for damaging the tombstone of a popular singer at a cemetery in Tseung Kwan O. In a record haul, police confiscate 225 kilograms of cocaine worth more than $200 million from a scrap metal warehouse in the New Territories. And a chemical leak at an oil storage depot has residents in Yuen Long worried.
Fans were heartbroken after the grave of local band legacy Wong Kar-ko, lead singer of boy band Beyond, was maliciously destroyed at Tseung Kwan O Chinese Permanent Cemetery at 2 p.m. Online circulating footage showed a boy, who called himself a society destroyer, pledged to pay his respects to Wong by aggressively spilling soda and scribbling over Wong's grave while muttering swear words under his breath. He then proceeded to bite wrappings and petals off bouquets placed at the grave and swung his hammer at Wong's portrait. Police have arrested a 15-year-old and a 23-year-old man under vandalism charges, and the case is now followed up by Kwun Tong District Police. Police seized 225 kilograms of suspected cocaine worth $204 million in a surprise operation on Friday. The suspected drugs were hidden in 2 cargo containers filled with scrap iron delivered from Suriname in South America. This is by far the largest drug seizure in terms of volume this year, and 2 suspected drug syndicate members aged 22 and 29 are arrested. Lee Chun-man, superintendent from the Police Narcotics Bureau, says both containers were stored at a 10,000 square feet warehouse in Pingche upon arrival, and 2 oblivious workers were hired to dismantle the items concealed in 9 IB metal drums that were hidden amongst the 40 tons of scrap iron. Lee says the drug syndicate is using Hong Kong's benefits as an international transit hub to import the drugs meant for the emerging global drug market.
According to the UNODC's drug report in 2023, it mentioned about the supply of global drug market has been in a rise, especially from the South American countries. And intelligence indicated that the drug syndicate would use various methods to mail or to deliver the drugs to other countries, and then it would be stored and waiting to be sold in different countries. And this trend is tallied with other countries in the world globally, and it's similar to the situation in Hong Kong about the drug trend. So we could not rule out that it could be for Hong Kong locally, or, as I said, for storage and then waited for another good timing to sell into Hong Kong or into other countries.
The case will be taken to Fanling Magistrates Court tomorrow. Janice Yu, Cable News.
People in the city now have more odds in hoping their millionaire dreams come true. Hong Kong Jockey Club said on Saturday evening that it will adjust its Mark 6 snowball pool arrangement to increase its reserve and meet public's demand for bigger prizes from the next draw, which will be held Tuesday next week. The number of draws for the big Monday jackpots will progressively increase from about 7 to at most 12 each year, with the top prize of some draws increased substantially to as much as $100 million in the future. The club said the minimum prize fund at $8 million for each draw would remain the same, as would other Mark 6 allocations.
Fire services were alerted about a chemical leak in an oil depot in Yuen Long at 12:52 a.m. this morning, after residents living in a Tai Tang Wai area spotted smoke and unusual odor late at night. Firefighters arrived at the scene and discovered one of the two styrene monomer storage tanks of the oil depot on Wang Lok Street was emitting white smoke. 2 on-site workers evacuated on their own, and no one was injured. 81 firefighters, 24 fire engines, and 2 ambulances were sent to the scene for assistance. 1 hose, 2 breathing apparatus teams, firefighting robots, drones, and robotic dogs were also deployed to the alleged factory building, which covered a wide area of 200 meters by 300 meters.
我哋喺現場咧，其實只係度到咧係8萬分比嘅濃度咧係即係1個 ppm 嘅啫。咁其實咧，如果要去到有危險性嘅濃度咧，係要到50個 ppm 咧，先至係會對我哋咧身體會有個危險性嘅。
Lam Kwok Hong, Assistant Division Officer of the Hazardous Material Department, says the recorded styrene monomer concentration record on site was 1 ppm, a relatively safe level. The concentration levels would have to reach 50 ppm to cause harm and danger to the human body, he said. The cause of incident is still under investigation. Janice Yu, Cable News.
Taiwan is getting ready for a transition as Tsai Ing-wen is set to step down tomorrow. After 8 years in office, 67-year-old Tsai will make way for her successor William Lai. In a recent TV interview, Tsai said she does not think she is a transformational figure in regional geopolitics and added that the society on the island is mature enough to produce and accept women in leading roles. Tsai perhaps will be most remembered for overseeing the legalization of same-sex marriage and steering Taiwan through the COVID years. Her outspoken personality has often stirred controversies, but Tsai stressed that peace and harmony are the way forward. Famed as one of the toughest adventure marathons on this planet, the Great Wall Marathon returns after a 4-year hiatus due to the pandemic. The event sets stage in the Huangyaguan section of the Great Wall in Tianjin province, with both start and finish points set as Yin-Yang Square. The Great Wall Marathon features 3 distances: full marathon, half marathon, and an 8.5 kilometers fun run. More than 800 adventure runners from 55 countries and regions came to push the envelope. As the Chinese idiom goes, one who fails to reach the Great Wall is not a hero. Participants were willing to pay over 2,000 yuan for entry fee to conquer the wall and prove themselves heroes. Since its inception in 1999, the Great Wall Marathon has become one of the world's biggest events for runners. Throughout the years, it has developed from mere 350 runners to a sell-out event of 2,500 runners, novices and experienced alike. Competitors need to traverse 42.2 kilometers of the Huangyaguan section of the wall and are consistently heading either up or down, with thousands of steps to climb, slippery rocks and towers to deal with. It is almost as much a walk or climb as it is a run. With the final 5 kilometers consists of flat ground and going downhill back to Yin-Yang Square and the finish line, the runners could finally experience some running on the wall instead of walking. And congratulations on completing 5,164 historic steps and a one-of-a-lifetime adventure.
It's really wonderful. Walking, but mainly running around in old historical scenes. So I think it makes you forget a little bit how tough it is. So wonderful experience.
Mark Dixon from the UK became the fastest hero to complete the full distance in 3 hours, 43 minutes and 32 seconds. Bess Leung, Cable News.